Young Jock in the streets, morning takeover. You know we back at it, boy. We stay on the block and we stay on their top, man. This morning we got a special guest who has entered the chat. That's right, man. You may have seen her on social media, maybe even OnlyFans, maybe even growing up hip hop, maybe even P Valley, or you might have even seen her on Love and Hip Hop. Ladies and gentlemen, in the building this morning we have one of those ones. When I say one of those ones, I ain't gonna lie to you about it. She might come in swinging, she might come in singing. Please give it up for the songstress, Jhonni Blaze. Johnny.
Oh my gosh, hi, y'all.
What's up with it, man?
I'm good. How are you?
How you doing on the morning? You good?
I'm doing good. I'm Gemini because it's our season.
Oh, when your birthday?
June 10th.
Okay. Any special birthday plans?
I'm doing a mansion party at the end of June, and I'm going to Montego Bay after that. And then a dinner party on my
A
birthday.
mansion party? Is it private or is it open
Oh,
to
no,
the public?
you're invited, definitely. It's just for my close, people, probably 150 people.
Oh, yeah, that's a party.
But it's people
yeah, that's a party.
of us. So y'all are invited. It's going to be beer pong, little things, adult games, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to dress up or nothing, just really a kickback.
You know, you get 50 people in the mansion, it's a party.
Yeah, after 150, that's Project X, the movie.
I'm trying to tell you. So, look, man, we got to get into it today. You here, seen you around for years.
Yes.
A lot of people know Jhonni Blaze, but then I feel like a lot of people only know of Jhonni Blaze.
Yeah.
They don't really know Jhonni.
Yeah.
So what we doing right now? Because sometimes I've been in circles and I brought your name up, and I always hear people say, "Oh, the girl can sing. Girl is talented. She's definitely can sing." And then, of course, you know how I go because you've been out here and you know the footprints you've left
Yes.
in the sand. And some
Deep
people
footprints.
like, yeah, man, she could do this and that. But Johnny will go there.
Swung on my auntie now. And my grandma.
Let me ask you this, though, for real. I want to get into it because I don't want to waste your time.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there's a misconception when your name is dropped?
That was my fault. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever you dish out, that's what you get. For example, people don't understand why interviewers ask you certain stuff. You did it, or either something got brought up that, you would have to either explain. So I feel like I never really got a chance or a platform to really explain and then be able to show, not for others to like me, but for myself and the growth. I felt like I was covering up a lot of stuff. So therefore, whatever put out that's what you only see. You don't see me 24 hours of the day.
Right.
So I had to step back, took a year off, and got therapy. I was lacking taking care of myself.
Okay.
So that people can see the growth in me. You know what I'm saying? I take therapy twice out the week. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me. My whole life changed, completely.
Yeah.
So
clap for that.
when you start, thank you. Yeah. When you start dishing out that type of energy, all of a sudden you start noticing you won't have to say I've grown. You won't have to say I've changed. People are going to start seeing it oh, that's different. And I like that. I'm in my soft girl era. I've always been the person that wore tough pants, the boyish in the relationship and my friendship, always telling people what to do, how I talk, and that kind of brings off in TV and whatever else that you can catch me on. And it's just she can sing, but a liability. And I never want to be my own self-destruction. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that. And I think we lack that, talking about our things that we can improve. I never call them flaws. I call them just, things you got to improve.
Okay.
I think that's what happened.
So did your bout in therapy change the way that you looked at reality television?
Yeah, I probably will never do it unless it's my own show and I'm co-producer at least and have a say-so. I'm actually in movies. My acting coach is from the group Silk Tiger. He's my my agent as far as acting coach. Not agent, acting coach. And he shows me a whole nother place. I landed a movie with Clifton Powell. And I just like the peace on set of movies than reality TV.
Oh, it's different.
Yeah. And I'm I think that's where I need to go because I'm very goofy. I'm very outgoing, just outlandish, just say what's on my mind. But it's I'm at peace over there. So I turned down twice baddies. Natalie reached out to me and I'm just my whole body just was no. And it wasn't because of them. I loved it. It's cool, but it's just not for me.
I know that you've been going to see your therapist.
Yeah.
I want to know, how does a therapy session look to a person who goes to therapy? Because there's a lot of people out there maybe I should go to therapy. I know something wrong. I'm not feeling right. I need somebody to talk to. So could you, for the person who have never went to therapy but on the line of calling a therapist. What does a therapy
Therapist.
John Blaze?
Me, it was scary because my first day, the lady don't know who I am. That was the best thing, like ever. She had no clue who I was or anything. And I was like, okay, no judgment. I'm cool with
Right.
that. I get to, be me. And the first thing, it was supposed to be a 10-minute on the phone, but I was already on the way because I was having a panic attack and an anxiety attack from just realizing I'm about to change my life. Like, how's this going to go? And she said, well, it's only a phone call. And I'm like, I'm like 10 minutes away. Can I just hug you, please? I really need a hug. And we started our session there. It's like, forget the 10 minutes. We went straight into therapy. I literally broke down it's been about 3 months now. And I'm just I see a whole change in how I talk, how I move. So it's for me, it was scary. I have PTSD. I always talk about it. And I have minor depression and anxiety. So once you realize and I don't even want to stamp that because it's just words, it has to be words because they took me off my medication and it's been the best thing ever. I thought I was always going to need medication and, I felt like a zombie and didn't feel open, didn't feel energy to wake up. She's like, no, this is not what we're going to do.
How long were you on medication?
For years.
Years.
And it just did not work. I was going against it because I was either drinking. I don't drink like that. I don't drink at all. I don't like drinking. If you catch me, it's Sprite in my cup, y'all. I'll be lying. It's Sprite.
I don't drink.
It's Sprite. Yeah, it's definitely Sprite with maybe a little bit of Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? I just know my boundaries. Some people don't know their boundaries. They don't know when to stop. They don't want to admit that it's me that's messing up my career. I've always heard, you're so talented. You're your own worst enemy. And I'm like, I don't like being
That's
said
a
that
crazy.
to.
That's a
Oh my
crazy
God,
thought
that's
process.
horrible. The reason why I'm not making millions, this great music out, touching people is because of myself. I don't want to be like that. So, and she's different. She doesn't know me. You know what I'm saying? So,
Let me ask you a question. A lot of times in our timeline, we're looking for the increment or the pivotal point, whether we go up or down from there. As far as when it comes to Jhonni Blaze, what was that point in your life where you was like, that's going to cost me? What is something that you may have done or been involved with that let you know?
everything. From the time I got on TV, before I got on TV, everything. I knew my mental was off. I would have these moments with myself. I'm like, you messed up.
But I'm saying, is it an incident that
Like a main.
because I know your introduction.
I was gonna say which one you want to say because
Well,
there's so many.
Like one of the introductions with the whole Drake thing. And I'm not trying to bring it up.
We're
as a
friends
message.
now.
That's cool. I'm just saying, when you put that out there that you and him were involved, did you know instantly I shouldn't have did that?
No, I didn't have no care in the world because I was, like I said, I'm a recovering addict for 10 years, 10 plus years. And I didn't care. I was a dancer and I sung a little bit. It wasn't oh yeah, I'm a singer. I'm probably going to blow up. This man just gave me a bunch of records and just was so wanting to work with me. And I got mad over one little thing, like a young girl that I would be, and was like, all right, I'm about to snap. And did not feel bad about it at all until years later. I was like, that's not good.
But y'all made up and y'all good now.
Yeah, we made up around December. It was by accident. Well, I wouldn't say it was by accident. God wanted it to happen because I said that I wanted to really just fix things with certain people. Alexis Sky is on her journey and stuff. She had me singing at her event. And me and her weren't always great.
Ooh.
And now Alexis Sky.
Okay.
So now me and her together. So I was just fixing these things with people. And I was like, you know what? If I bump into him, I bumped into him on my best friend's birthday. We was at Onyx and I had turned around. I didn't want to go in the VIP. It was too long and he was right there. And I was just like, can I say something to you? He's like, yeah. I was like, I apologize. He's like, I've been forgave you. And I was like, it's my best friend's birthday. I ain't really into, I don't like being seen. If you notice, I'm never seen with oh, she's dating this person. It's always just Jhonni by herself going viral or moment. I've never been that girl. So I was like, for our birthday, could we come in, and just party? He's like, yeah. We was the only girls there. My friend had the best time in life. He was just like, we're going to work. And we don't speak all the time. It's just the fact of knowing that you forgave me. And I know I got to be working on something for me to, for you to forgive. So you don't always get those chances.
Right.
Sometimes it's just nah, it is what it is.
You just got to live with
You
the
take that.
consequence of the action.
And I was shocked. I was sitting there this is the best thing to go out of, 2022 with. That was the last thing that I really wanted to work on. And I thought I was going to need to keep growing and then just bump into him. But I'm just like, well, look at this. I met you here. I forgave you here. I'm like, oh, this is cool. So yeah.
Let me ask you this. Okay, so I heard you say that you had 10 plus years sobriety.
Yeah.
And well, the recent drug rumors, how did that
Yeah.
come about, and what is this all about?
Whew. So I'm so proud of myself the way I reacted. No, I really am. I'm proud of myself because people thought I was going to snap, and I was like, why would I snap if I know me? If I know the person that I am, I didn't grow for no reason. It's me. I'm Jhonni.
Okay.
I'm the one. Even if you think I'm not as popular, whatever. If I respond a certain way, that's what goes out.
And this is
So
drug rumors that
yeah.
your
So my
ex-boyfriend
ex had posted revenge porn, sent it to the artist that I just dropped a single with, Neo. Sent it to my grandmother, my father, my mom, the labels, Deb, my friends. And it was a old video. He took it when I deleted it. He was like, "I'm going to make sure that you delete it." He transferred it to his phone.
Wow.
And when he seen that I was talking to another guy, which is the guy that's in the video with the Neo, he went and just blasted. He said, "Oh, you want to play with me?" And he blasted it. So one of the blogs told him, and he was like, he paid for that. And I said, this is crazy. So, Deb and my friends was like, it's how you respond. He did 30 videos of me. I did one video. I said, it's old. I just want to look forward. And nobody's used to me doing that. And I left it just like that. And I stood on that. It's either you believe it or you don't. I really don't care. I'm not here to validate myself no more. I put too much work in. You know what I'm saying? If I would have quit before, it's like, nah, I'm not doing that. So I'm not doing that. I smoke. I ain't gonna lie. I smoke. I smoke down. But it's just not.
Well,
that's
it's not
it.
good that he sent that out,
Yeah,
but
it's
it's good
hurtful.
that he played himself out of your life.
Oh, he definitely it
before.
reversed because of how I reacted. It's all in how you react. Whatever you dish out in the world is what you're gonna get back.
Come on.
So I'm like, and I still said it in the video. I said I forgive you ahead of time. I was like, and it's cool. I don't have nothing bad to say about you, and I wish you well. Then he tried to make me go against another artist that is on the label, which was Suki, because the headline was that. It was just that, and I'm just like, why do you do that? You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem with nobody. That ain't even my thing. Like, my own talent is my own talent, and my time is my time.
Speaking of Suki, she recently visited us about a week ago.
I love her.
Week or
She's
two ago.
fire.
And she spoke about the pressures of that the industry puts on women.
Yeah.
And how you guys are constantly having to try to look the part, act the part, be the part. What are your thoughts on that?
That was another thing that, my ex used to do, make my weight. I was 254 pounds. I was like
I almost came hard at you.
Because you was like,
damn.
You said, wait a minute, what? I remember I told you that. You was like, wait a damn minute. Like,
Yeah.
what? And I was just in a depressed state. I was just like, what is going on? I done got big. And it was a lot of pressure because I was depressed. And you can't let yourself slip like that. As a woman, it's different for men. I don't know what it is. But for women, when you let yourself slip and stuff, it's just like you gotta, stand up. Like, and I had to really get in that space. So when you have those moments, don't do it because other people is watching you and, I want to meet this criteria, because we got all types of different shapes and sizes out now. And nobody don't be caring about that. As long as the music is great, as long as you treat people right, that's it. But for me, it was like, I need to do this because I have health issues. I'm on an EpiPen. I have asthma. I got medical issues within myself. I have HS, hereditary skin disease. So it's like, let me get this weight up off of me. But it was never a pressure for the world. I never really cared what people thought about me. Because I don't know what it is. I knew people were bashing me, and I'm like, I don't care.
Now, when you talk about people bashing you, they do. But I've seen people give you your flowers too.
Yeah.
Now, because it's interesting. Because how do you face that with you turning over a new leaf?
I'm a Gemini. We got 12 people. Look, man, we got 12 people with us. You feel me? We got 12 people in us. We got all the zodiac signs in one, right? One of them is going to be like, hey, man, do we give a F? Nah. Do we all agree to this? Yeah.
What I'm saying, because you turning over a new leaf.
Yeah.
No drugs.
No
dancing.
No
reality TV.
Nope.
No going off the
I'm a
deep end.
TikToker.
I get it.
You feel me?
So yeah,
I quit OnlyFans and had $7,000 in an account and closed it. I didn't feel bad. Deb was like, you did what? Because people usually switch their OnlyFans. I told people that I will only open it up when I get to the status. Because, like Cardi, Suki, the reason why they're doing OnlyFans is because I was on phone calls with them. Or either I spoke to Bobby spoke to Cardi, or Tip Drill and all these girls. And I never took no money from anything. I just knew I could make money. And I was like, here, try this. So I'm one of them people. If it makes money, I'm going to send it out and try this. And it worked. So with me, I felt like when I do OnlyFans, I want to do it how, Cardi and them do. You sell all your BTS. If you have 50 million followers on OnlyFans, and WAP had just came out, let's say, you can't find a BTS nowhere else but on her OnlyFans. What do you think people about to go do to find the behind the scenes of WAP
They'll
video?
sign up for
They're
it.
going to sign up for it. So that's when I feel like I'll open it up. But I didn't feel no badness. By the time I got on TikTok, I'm battling people from different countries. They're streaming my music. I made like $21,000 in 2 weeks. I was just on there, just being myself. And my routine is we pray, we talk about, things that's in life. And then I go over to the piano. Then I go over to snippets of a song. I'm showing them the Method Man record I have, like a snippet, or I'm showing the Macy Gray or something. And they're just gifting just because they want to talk.
What, you got
know
records
what I'm
with
saying?
Method Man? Macy Gray?
Method Man, we're going to put that out like around late July. Sada Baby, Shatta Wale, Beanie Man, Fredo Banks, Kevin Gates, Tory, Macy
you been
Gray.
working.
Oh man, that
ready.
year I wasn't playing. I did like the full. Just spoke with Anthony Hamilton, us going back and forth, me and Finesse 2 times. And this is all of either I know someone's like girlfriend, like, or I'll know their friend, or I did a cover of their song. Like, it's just there. Like, it just happens.
Speaking of covers.
You stealing all the questions. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ. Go ahead. Go ahead. Because
Nah.
you flowing. You in your radio
go ahead.
personality.
Go ahead, Miss Shanika.
Because I really thought the questions was gonna be short. Because I was like, it's nothing, probably maybe, and I was like, what, this feels good to have people be really interested and be like, how you been or what's going on. So y'all can ask me whatever. I don't care.
What happened when you disappeared? Because I was wondering.
Man, I was big. I couldn't breathe.
They looking for Jhonni Blaze.
Man, you have to understand, I was using my asthma pump like 3 times out the day. I said,
Shawty,
this
you
is some
said
bull.
they were looking for Jhonni Blaze but found John Blaze.
No.
What did you say?
I said when she was missing, we was concerned.
Oh, you meant from before. I had to take a break. My friend, one of my friends that was very close to me, Mercedes Moore. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
So that crashed and my grandmother passed away around that time. And I had to go on set. She passed away June 7th. My birthday was June 10th. I had to do the Trina music video that day. So it was 3 days after my grandmother passed. I was just inspired. I said, I'm about to crash. I know I'm about to crash. So I ended up admitting myself into Peachford. I took that because I felt like they evaluated me and told me I was a schizophrenic. And I was like, something's not right. So I got evaluated twice after that. They was like, girl, you have PTSD. It's trauma. I was like, so let me try this, black doctor. I'll be back. What's this? And he was like, PTSD. And he was like, no, it's a borderline because these schizo, bipolar, PTSD, they're all in the same
family.
very slightly. They was like, you're capable of knowing what you're doing. You know what you do. That's a big difference.
You just didn't give
you
a
just
damn.
didn't give a damn. And she's like, straighten up. That's why my doctor, she was like, off the medicine. It was the best thing ever. I was so scared. I'm like, I need this. I really don't need nothing but God. I don't need none of that. And I just started working out. I'm like, okay, little cuties in the damn gym, it'll work out a little bit.
You tried to cheat it the first time.
I did.
The workout.
I sure did. And I went right to Dr. Curves. I love it.
it.
And
I
I
love it.
might do it again.
Might do it again.
We was at the produce market. All the organic foods.
That is
No.
hilarious.